Arc Raiders. Now, this is a game I had not really been intrigued by. I've been watching from afar. It wasn't quite something that I intuitively was like, I'm going to play this game. Now, I'll just start off by saying I got bullied by my friend here, YKYS, just a little bit into playing this game. Chris here had been asking for buddies to play with for forever and ever, and I finally gave in and said yes. Now, having watched some of the videos of this game, it kind of just looks like a normal shooter, and I really hadn't paid that much attention. Ran across a short here and there, and all I saw was guys shooting robots, and I didn't really understand. Now, I've played Tarkov for a bit, I've played Battlefields, I've played a bunch of shooters. The third person aspect kind of threw me off a little bit. I wasn't quite sure that I wanted to play this game. Um, Lo and behold, I now love this game. And while am brand new to it still, uh, here in this video, it's only my third, probably playthrough, I'd call it at that. I can say that I enjoyed it, and I really did enjoy it. Now I've got a little bit more hours as I'm making this video, and I've gotten a little better, but I definitely was only taking the skills I had brought in from Battlefields and a couple of your other shooter games. But yeah, now some fighters are starting here, as you can see, and I was just kind of panicking a little bit. I was not really sure what I'm doing. Coming from games like Tarkov and Battlefield, I usually play a little slower. I'm a little slow guy. I don't know what's going on here, and I can just say the fights really intrigue me. Uh, I kind of took it upon myself to assist in the fight a little bit. I still couldn't quite figure out the shoulder swap entirely. Here and there, I'll forget how to do it, but I found the fighting mechanics quite intriguing, and this was something for me that was a little bit exhilarating, to be honest. Um, it's not quite the same as first person in the sense that you have the ability to look over corners. You have the ability to look from afar. It's very interesting to see your own person in a fight. And so I took this game very lightly when I first started playing it, and as you can see, I actually was able to do a little bit. We had about 3 fights. This was only the first of the couple of fights we had. You can hear my friend Chris talking in the background there. I hadn't quite recorded audio for this. I wasn't even expecting to make a video, but it is what it is. As you can see, I got a little footage here. Now, loot was a little hard, but as any big game is, it's not the most intuitive thing to learn the loot system. Arc Raiders system is a little intriguing. I wish there was a bit more to it at times, just because I feel the crafting situation could be made better by improving some of the loot mechanics. I don't love it, but coming from Tarkov, where there's just the entire game is based on that, and in my opinion, the fights are kind of quick, whereas these ones take a little bit longer and can last a little bit longer because of the third person view. I think the loot mechanic should be a little bit improved, but that's neither here nor there. In my opinion, doesn't really matter. Um, but yeah, no, I found this quite intriguing. Now, as we take a look outside and we finish looting up our guys and we came down here, we found ourselves being third partied a couple different times. We weren't really, or at least I was not. I was not used to the map. I did not know any of the areas. I just followed my buddy and used what I could see. I didn't even know the frickin' zip line was there, even though I had just gone up it. Um, Now, getting third partied like this in a game is never fun, but we are pretty good players, and as you'll see here in a little bit, we're going to make our move to go and get them from a different direction. I will say, I really quite like the gun mechanics. The guns themselves are super smooth. Um, it's very interesting, kind of going to like an MMO perspective in fighting. You know, having the circle. I play a lot of first person. This is very different than a lot of the games I play. Been playing Battlefield for forever, so it's always interesting to see something new and actually enjoy the gunplay mechanics. Um, Being able to swap shoulders and things like that, it means a lot to me. And a change of pace and gaming and whatnot. And these guys fought valiantly, but just moving around and stuff, you know, makes a huge difference. But yeah, no, I definitely enjoyed fighting and getting to experience the maps itself. The map design is crazy good, in my opinion. There's nothing quite like having the actual feeling that you're there in person. Um, Not a lot of games can do that anymore, I can say. Um, Having played Battlefield 6 not too recently, it's not quite the same, you know. It just doesn't have that same oomph or that drive that, like, you feel like you're in there, you know. Um, the maps are not expansive, but they are, well, at least I will say on Dam. I haven't had the experience to play a lot of the other maps yet, but um, the level of detail and everything from just the boulders onto the right there down to the trees, they make it feel alive. The graphics are beautiful, but not too stressing. Um, and just your character. I mean, it's huge. And as you'll see here, I'll have my one complaint for in terms of the graphics slash gameplay. After we get into a little scuffle, our we both were not expecting this. At least I definitely wasn't. After 3 fights, I kind of was expecting, you know, it's over. Um, I wasn't really sure what to do here. No map knowledge whatsoever. Um, wasn't quite entirely sure of the mechanics yet. I still had to figure that out a little bit. Um, as you can see, I struggled to figure out the swapping shoulder. And figure out what to do in this situation. And that is my one big anger, I guess you could call it, with this game is just sometimes I feel like I can't jump over things. And it's not the end of the world. It's just something that I feel with the level of terrain needs to be implemented a little bit more just to enable certain fights. It almost feels like you're not touching stuff sometimes. Now that's just a personal opinion, and like I said, it means nothing. I don't have that many hours in this game, and I'm just enjoying being new to something and feeling what it's like to have played something again. You know, something new, something different. Um, the arcs, oh my gosh, there's not many of them in this playthrough, but I can say without a doubt that the arcs make this game so much better. It's not their intelligence is profoundly like stupefying at times. Um, it's almost something quite magical. In a game where an AI is NPC is taking part, it's really stupefying to see how intelligent they are and what they are capable of in a modern game. Coming from other games with NPCs and shooters, my specific one being Tarkov again, they are by far some of the stupidest AIs I've come across in a while. And having played that for a good while, it was crazy to see how intelligent, just how intelligent the AI was in this game. And And it really made the gameplay experience that much more exciting because it felt like I was not only playing against real people who you never knew what their intention was. I will say we weren't necessarily looking to fight in this playthrough, but it just kind of came, as you know, the research centers. It's got it's a little feisty sometimes up there. You know, it's just a little bit, just a little bit. But you know, the AI just add to that quite extensively. It makes the game feel alive. It gives a bit of a fear factor because at the end of the day, your character is very susceptible to damage and swarming, let alone the bigger monsters. And that's just it's huge. It's genuinely huge in the way that the AI can influence the game, the map design, the players themselves. People are people, so you're gonna get a little bit of everything from them. But I genuinely, I believe that the AI is by far the greatest thing for this game. And as I finish out my video here, you can see just how intense it was for me being a new player, not quite understanding the mechanics. And I just want to say I really enjoy this game. I give Arc Raiders definitely 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10. It's something that really grabbed my attention, really gave me that drive to play a game again that I haven't had in a while, especially with adult time and adult hours and adult work needing to be done, you know. So, I just want to conclude this off by saying, love Arc Raiders, love everything about it. Add a little bit to the inventory maybe, and it's the perfect game for me. And thank you so much for watching this video, as boring as it is, my little review. Have a great one.